Welcome to this video on short-circuit currents. We will explore the physics behind these events, the methods used for calculations, and the essential hardware required for protecting electrical networks. According to Ohm's law, as resistance approaches zero, current approaches infinity. A short circuit creates a path of near-zero resistance, which triggers a massive, dangerous surge of current throughout the system. The consequences of a short circuit are severe. A massive surge causes instant overheating, which can lead to the welding of conductors, failure of insulation, and potentially violent electrical arcs and explosions, creating significant fire hazards. Faults follow a pattern where severity inversely correlates with frequency. While phase-to-earth faults are the most common, accounting for 80% of occurrences, three-phase faults are the least frequent but produce the highest and most destructive fault currents. Engineers rely on standardized methods to calculate short-circuit currents. These include the impedance method, the composition method, the conventional method, and the IEC 60909 method, each tailored to specific network types to ensure installations are sized correctly for safety. Evaluations must consider two extremes: the maximum fault current, which determines the required breaking capacity of protection devices, and the minimum fault current, which ensures the system can correctly detect and clear faults at the end of a line. Circuit breakers, such as miniature, molded case, or low-voltage power breakers, are vital for cutting power during a fault. It is important to note that devices like RCCBs and ELCBs are designed for shock prevention, not for short-circuit protection. Magnetic trip units provide protection by utilizing the physical force of a magnetic field. When a massive current surge occurs, it generates a force that instantly pulls a mechanical latch, physically breaking the circuit to stop the fault. Modern electronic trip units take a more analytical approach. Using current transformers and microprocessors, they monitor current flow and allow for both instantaneous protection for severe faults and short time delays for controlled clearing. While magnetic units rely on mechanical force for instantaneous action, electronic units offer programmable logic, providing more precise control with adjustable settings and advanced sensor technology for complex electrical environments. Current-limiting breakers use wave clipping technology to reduce peak current. By utilizing fast contact opening speeds and arc chutes to cool the arc, these devices limit the total energy let through during a fault condition. Backup protection, or cascading, allows for a more efficient design. By using an upstream breaker to help clear a fault, downstream devices can safely be rated with a lower breaking capacity than the total prospective fault current. Selective coordination is essential for system reliability. By using staged time delays in a breaker hierarchy, engineers can isolate a localized fault to the specific branch circuit, preventing a total building shutdown. In summary, effective electrical protection is a coordinated team effort. By combining physics, accurate calculations, and advanced hardware like coordinated breakers, we ensure the safety and reliability of the entire electrical network.